Okay, folks, this is Colin from Kincaid Outdoors. Little update and unboxing for you guys. Don't have much to talk about. It's just going to be a very short live and unboxing. The unboxing is nothing that I purchased new recently. This is like months before I even we had to move out of our house due to the black mold situation. So it finally came in to me via SD Mountain Man, who picked it up for me, and it's a new stove. It's over there. I've got to go get the box. Please forgive me. I will be right back. If you're here, great. If you can't make it, I understand too. So hopefully, if you're interested, that kind of thing, we're going to do our best. So bear with me, folks. I am doing the best I can with what I got. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. And hopefully, if everything goes well, somebody will show up. So, for this one, it's nothing, serious. So what we got right now is just a simple live, nothing fancy. Yeah, Jenny is right there, and it is true. It is.
Get your box. Come here, Max. Come here.
Give me my knife behind you too, please. Thanks very much. Hey, King. Hey, Rob. How you doing, brother? I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing better. Not as stressed, but still got issues. But I'll discuss those at a later time. But today I've got an unboxing. And after what happened last weekend, things got a little better. Not by much. Had to consult a lawyer. And turns out what my workplace was doing was totally illegal. So I do have access to a lawyer now in case I need it. We'll find out more on Monday. The reason I don't know more now is because soon as things got cleared up room-wise, my wife and I caught and contracted COVID. I've been down all week. And halfway through the week, Jenny catches COVID from me. As Jenny says, sharing is caring. Hey, Molly, I am doing better. Not great, but I'm doing better. Thanks to another friend of ours named Rob. He is a really, really good guy. He actually turned me on to the lawyer and everything else. We have an application in for a house right now as we speak. So turned in yesterday, so we will have to wait and see. The VA is going to be covering the first and last month's rent on that one, but we have to wait and see if they approve us. And we have not heard anything yet since we only turned it in yesterday. So hopefully we will hear it before the end of the week. But like I said, this right here, actually, I'm not really afraid of showing this one because this is my mailing address at the post office. There's my post office address in case anybody's interested. This was purchased months before we had to move. I had bought this by sending money to SD Mountain Man, who picked it up for me. And if you guys have recently seen his videos, this is a stove that I bought. It's a dual fuel stove. It takes both white gas and gasoline. So I like multi-fuel stoves just for the versatility. I have not looked at it yet. It is still in the box, as you guys can see. I'm going to be opening it shortly. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. If you have questions for Jenny, I'm sure she will probably give her 2 cents, whether I want them or not. Yep. But I love her nonetheless. So, any questions before I start doing this? Because it's going to be a not very big live. It's going to be a short live. Because I know that Cliff is going to be going on in a bit, in about an hour or 2.5 hours or so. His 2 lives that he normally does on Saturdays. So I'm not going to be here open or online too much because his Wi-Fi here at the motel is very limited. So please feel free to ask me questions. I'll answer them the best of my ability, and we'll go from there. And I will be opening up this box here. And as you guys can see, it does come from SD Mountain Man. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to do an unboxing if you guys can't see me cut it. I was supposed to try to pick it up from his wife, but I had to work and I could not get off work. I had to be at work by the time she got off of doing her thing in Des Moines. So I have not seen this yet. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace months ago. And this is the first time I've actually held it. This is the MSR Whisper Light International. It is a multi-fuel stove, and it came with a fuel bottle, which I'm getting ready to pull out here, with pump in it. As you can see, MSR. There's the pump. I have not opened this up. It's the first time I've even seen it. So, but just for this, this is the Whisper Light there. There you go. It's 11.5 ounces, 327 grams. Well, at least you're on something there, Rob. It comes with a heat shield, instructions in both English and French, and probably looks like Korean, but there it is right there. I paid $75 for this. Now my boy got a bet one as well, but he paid like $20 for it. He got it before me because I did not have the money for it at the time. I am not going to be firing this up right now. That'll be a different video down the line when I have more of a inclination, and I'm still not 100% after having COVID this week. So, but I will be setting this up in the future. As you can see, this is the Whisper Light. It's supposed to be the Whisper Light International, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just a regular Whisper Light. So I'm going to deal with that at a later date, but it's still a really nice setup. Got the tools to fix it. Got the oil, the carry bag. This whole thing will allow me to handle multi-fuel stuff. But I believe this is Saturday, and things can change a lot in 1 week, a little over a week. And yes, before you guys know anything, my workplace did not pay me 2 pay periods in a row. Now, talking to a lawyer, they did have to force and pay me something because they could not illegally withheld my checks. So they're going to try to garnish my checks illegally by making me, saying I have to sign a paper to allow them to do that. Now, legally, I don't have to sign it, which I will not be doing. And if they retaliate or anything like that, I'll be going to court. Plain and simple. Yep, I'm getting some progress. Turns out the person that my friend Rob introduced me to is a former state senator from Iowa, which is nice to know. So for those people who are interested in seeing this in action, it has been done already. I had Scott from SD Mountain Man did a video on this one last week, and he got it up and running and everything else. So I've got the white gas here in the room, so this is just an extra stove for me to use. I also have a couple other stoves, which I would plan on doing a video on. I'm going to try to do them all at once when I am in a more stable position to do so. But right now, this is what I've got. It's actually a pretty cool setup. This is pretty beefy, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's pretty beefy like that, as you can see. That could hold a lot of weight. I also have, something else I picked up, but that's beside the point, and that would be a new number 8 Griswold cast iron skillet I picked up for like $4. When I do get back into a more stable situation, I will be picking up where I left off on my video, actually doing some more videos outside. I am walking better, but I'm not released from work yet because I was from the doctor yet. Due to the fact is my appointment was last Wednesday, but with COVID, I am not allowed to go anywhere and interact with people. So I've been sequestered with my wife for the last 5-6 days. And today is the first real day that I've had symptom-free, which I'm really glad about. So no COVID symptom here, COVID symptoms there. She is eating a bowl of cereal because that's what her stomach can handle right now. I got her some comfort food. Any questions, any suggestions of what I can do with this really nice stove? I'm going to be putting all this back into the bag and stuff like that in the box, which I think is really cool. These things are really about $150. I paid $70 for it, so I got a really good deal on it. And I've got the base plate, the heat plate, as well as the windscreen that came with it. And like I said, I've got multiple instruction manuals in different languages. Yep, lump. Okay, I hope you're gonna be okay over there, Molly. But the Whisper Light is really cool. It shows you how to pump maintenance and everything else. I got it on a good deal. And it came with all the with the pump, the bottle, everything. And it's already been tested, so I know it works. By Scott. He cooked up some eggs and stuff. He said it cooked really fast, so that's always a good bonus thing. I've always been a fan of liquid fuel stoves over propane bottles, but or the little butane canisters stoves, even though I do have one of those now. So that is, and again, there it is, my new Whisper Light stove and fuel bottle. That's, I almost forgot one thing. Please forgive me. I forgot to put the lid back in the box, in the bag, so I don't lose this piece here. Hey, Chris, how you doing? It's getting better. It's not 100%. I'm recovering from COVID, and I will be going back to work on Monday. And I still have not been released from the doctor yet. That'll be at the end of the month on the 26th, I believe. Let me double check. 26th or 27th, I'll be going back to the doctor, and they're going to see me then and see if I get released. And as of for the pace stuff, that will be something completely different, and I have to work on that to see what I can do about that. Still in the night shift. As soon as I get released from light duty, will be being transitioned back into days, which will make things a lot easier on Jenny and I, since we could only have to have one vehicle instead of two, and save us some gas and a lot of money. And if we hear from the house that we looked at, we should be able to get into that one fairly quickly once we get the word to go, because we got to contact the VA, who's going to pay the first and last month's rent to give us a boost to get in. Then we start moving stuff in from there. It's not a big house, but it's a nice house. It's not too far from here, a block from the post office, so it's not too bad. Not in the woods or anything, but it'll give us a chance to get our credit up a little bit more, so we can work on purchasing a house of our own. We are not out of the woods yet, but we're heading in the right direction. With some help from some really good people that kept us a roof over our head while I was being screwed with, basically. We are okay at the moment. I do say this. I do miss you guys. I do miss going on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But with work, usually, except for this week with me being sick, I can't get on it to see you guys anyway at night, which I kind of miss. More than I kind of miss. I miss it a lot. But I do plan on doing some more archery videos and some more backpacking videos. I did get to keep all my backpacking gear and most of my personal archery gear and Ian's personal archery gear, but not my range or some of the other personal stuff that was in the trailer, which got stolen last month. Still no word on that. So we're kind of in a holding pattern on me getting my archery range back up and running and teaching classes and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to rebuild that. That's going to cost a lot of money, and it's going to take some lot of time, because purchasing the trailer is only half the battle. Building the range from scratch, buying the new bows, buying the new arrows, buying the new targets and the stands and all that stuff, starting from scratch. Nope, they haven't found anything like that yet. No word from the police or anything like that. My boy and I went looking around the town to see if it might have been, sequestered somewhere in the, behind somebody's house. But we just couldn't afford the gas, because it's a lot of driving back and forth in my truck. Hopefully, if everything goes well, we will be able to either get my trailer back with or without my stuff in it, or find the way to acquire the funds to purchase a new trailer to start from scratch. Then I can start getting the tools to rebuild my awning, rebuild my archery range with the backdrops and stuff like that. It's going to take time, money, and that's pretty much it. Because I really miss being I do like shooting. I have not really shot much since my legs have not been stable, with my knee being what it is. But I am a lot more stable than I used to be. So I actually was dreaming about archery this morning. So that was like when I was sleeping, I woke up in the middle of a dream of doing some shooting. So I'm ready to go hunting. I'm ready to go fishing, all that stuff, once I get back to shift and everything else. I've been looking, Molly, first place, because I know there's some stuff that's pretty identifiable. Like the ice fishing tent that I own was in the trailer, and it is a promotional ice fishing shelter that is alcohol related. It was a clam ice fishing, 2-person ice fishing shelter, and it was brand new in the bag that was given to me a few years ago, and it's never been used other than been set up once just to see what it looked like. And it's not shown up on marketplace yet. Unless somebody sold it at a pawn shop or something like that. I have no idea. The bows that were in there were just kids' bows, but still, it takes time to build up enough bows to handle everything from 9 pounds all the way up to 45-pound draw bows, left and right handed, and enough arrows to allow over 1,500 people to shoot a day, which was some of the way we handled people while we were working at the Renaissance fairs and such. Yep, easy to identify stuff. My rope bed was in there. For those people who were at the gathering, knows what my rope bed looked like, because I showed it off a lot, that Jenny and I slept in. The mattress did not go in the trailer. It actually went to the storage unit. So we never got that. We lost our stakes and ropes to our tent, which I was planning on replacing our ropes anyway, but our stakes, kind of hard to replace because they were hand forged. And the company who made them does not exist anymore. So I probably could go to another company and order ropes and stakes, but that takes money I don't have at the moment. Awesome, Chris. We are planning to go visit the fair over Labor Day weekend up in Middle Amana. Am I correct? Yep. And I'm not sure if we're working that one. If we are, awesome. If not,
No, we're not working.
as far as we know, we're not working.
I'm not working. You guys can work.
Well, it's extra money, hon. You know that.
I can't handle it if my ankles are sore.
Well, you could do what I did and sit at the front gate and wait people in. You get a chair and everything. You got that awesome chair. Well, that's cool. Ours is in September, couple weekends in October. Or is that the first three? Is it 3 weekends now or 2 weekends?
3 weekends.
It's 3 weekends in September. October, we're going to be doing, Jenny and I, well, at least I will, and so will Ian, will be going to the Watch Your County Flea Market for the final time this year. And I talked to SD Mountain Man, and he's considering going and doing that with us as well. So we're trying to get maybe a bunch of us going for that one. It's the final big flea market of the year. We can do the final camp out for the year, all that stuff. Get ready for cold weather, that kind of thing. So that's the plan, at least. Hopefully we'll be in a better spot by then in a permanent housing, as well as I'll find out whether I'm still working at this place or they're going to try to let me go for some reason, which I have got documentation for everything, so I should be okay. And I have a lawyer to cover it as well. Right now, this is where I'm at. I don't have much more to go. I'm going to be on for a little bit more. If anybody had any questions about my stove, the Whisper Light, it was supposed to be the Whisper Light International, but it looks like it's just a regular Whisper Light. But it could be international. I'm not sure. That's what I ordered. But we're going to go from there. I'll be trying to use as many of my backpacking items as much as I can for Bushcraft. I'm also on the lookout for a new, not for myself, mind you, for a cauldron, a little portable cauldron for SD Mountain Man, because he says he's been needing one. I have one about that big, about a little over a liter cauldron, but it's in the storage unit right now. Can't really get access to that, but I have one. Plenty of cast iron, though. We kept our cast iron out because we need it. But that's what I've got. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't know what else to ask. Say, 'cause that's what I got. Want to talk about archery? We can do that. We can talk about bushcraft. We can do that. Talk about the stoves. We can do that. Thrifting, flea markets, anything you want to talk about. I mean, feel free to ask me questions. You want to talk about snacks? We were given last week a big box of humanitarian MREs. We are not really enthused. It's not very good. Right, love?
Lentil stew.
Huh?
Lentil stew. But we like the cookies.
Huh?
We do like the cookies.
We like the cookies. We don't like the lentil stews. Wasn't there a barley stew in one of them?
Yeah.
We haven't tried that one, though. We like barley, though. But we got a big box of the humanitarian MREs, and we're not impressed because they're vegetarian. I'm thinking they're mostly all the same thing, right? Lentil or barley?
Yes.
Okay. For those people who didn't know, when we went to the flea market a couple weeks ago, I did acquire a queen size wool blanket. Jenny picked up an MRE. She did not taste well for her. She had troubles with that. Ian got himself a winter military sleeping bag, which he's wanting to try out in October. So we're going to be trying out our tents, our winter gear, as well as doing some flea marketing in October, and hopefully we can get some more people together besides just Scott and myself and my boy Ian. If you want to talk about Ren Fairs, we can talk about that. I can help you with that because I've been doing that for over 20 years as both a participant, a patron, as well as being a vendor as an archery range owner, teaching archery classes for over 20 some years. Jenny is pretty decent at it, but she's better with a crossbow. We had a crossbow until somebody stole it one year from our encampment, which really sucked. Other than that, I don't have much left to talk about. It is now 5:30. I have discussed everything I want to discuss. Like I said, it's a simple life update, nothing fancy. I will know more once I go back to work on Monday. And you guys I will try to find a way to let you guys know what the word is after that. So you probably won't know until Tuesday because that's when I get home in the morning. Hey, CR. How you doing, brother? You missed out. I got a new stove. It's a Whisper Light. It's supposed to be a Whisper Light International, but apparently it looks like it's a regular Whisper Light. Or it could be a Whisper Light in a box, International in a box. I don't know, but that's what I got. I purchased this months before all my issues started. Okay, so don't anybody get mad at me for spending money I don't have. This was bought way before that. Hey, Took, how you doing, brother? Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. I hope that I don't have to go to court, but I'm not signing any. They're going to try to withdraw $200 of paycheck out of me. But if I don't sign the paperwork, they can't do that, which I'm not legally obligated to do so. So right now I am doing, the weather is decent, Doug. And thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I was just getting ready to pop out of here. It's pretty nice, warm. It's about 89 degrees. Nothing really overly warm or anything like this. It's muggy as all get out. But we're in a room with a stuck AC that's stuck at 60. What you missed so far is an unboxing of a Whisper Light stove, which I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace. Well, let me correct myself. I paid for it via SD Mountain Man, who paid for it for me over at out of South Dakota. I've got the fuel bottle and the Whisper Light and everything else for $70. He picked it up for me. He did a review on his channel of it for me. And I'm going to be doing my own review once I get settled into a new place. We are looking at a place. We've still got an eye on a couple other places. I'm assuming Jenny wants to keep on applying just to be on the safe side.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she says she's still applying for more places. I am doing my best to not go nuts because this is very tiny. We can't really do much. Our cats are really not tiny, going nuts right here. I got Little Miss right here, and I'm not sure where Mac is, probably in the window.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know you were here since the beginning, Doug. But it came. The box came from SD Mountain Man. As you can see, his mailbox and stuff. In case you want to mail anything to him, there's his mailing address. And if you want to mail anything to me, there's my mailing address right there. CR says hi.
Hi, CR.
She's right there, folks. She and I both acquired COVID in the last week or so. Me first, and I got hit bad. This is the third time I've had it. This is the second time Jenny's had it. And she obviously caught it from me. I don't know who I caught it from, but I caught it from somebody. But last Sunday, I was dragging so bad. I went into the ER on Monday, and I was there for over 3 hours, from 6:30 or so to 10, and diagnosed with COVID. Jenny, 2 days later, brought home a at-home test, tested herself, and she was diagnosed. Scott, hey, brother, glad you can make it. I was just showing off the stove. I got it. See, I got it. I can't do the Vanna White thing very well. I can do the best thing I can. I was telling about the you doing the review of the stove, and also that I was talking about the future where we were going to be going to the Watauga County Flea Market in October, and we're going to go see what stuff we can find there. And so I will try to link up the video of Scott reviewing my stove. It's a very short review, but it's still a review. Apparently, he did it another time before, and it didn't turn out too well. He almost did went boom. More experience with the stove, makes it a lot easier, but he's only used it twice. And no, there was no fuel in the fuel bottle there, Scott. But I got it today. No news on getting a house yet. We put in the application yesterday. Hopefully we'll hear back soon in the positive. If we do, you guys will know after Ian, because Ian will be the first to know after us. And then I will notify the world, as the saying goes. And we will, once we get the paperwork taken care of to pay for the house, we will start moving procedures and getting out of the hotel. And then we got to figure out furniture, because we lost a lot of furniture when we had to move. Jenny and I need a new mattress. We need a bunch of chairs for the table that we do have. We don't have to buy a washer dryer or a refrigerator, which is nice. The house comes with those. But when we move into our permanent house, we're definitely going to have to do that. But that's down the road. Right now, we're going to see about getting into this place first. Yeah, you told me about it. Flames everywhere. He turned the nozzle the wrong direction. I'm planning on bringing this stove with me in October, Scott. as well as probably the dual fuel stove and some of the other stoves I got. We could do a full-on stove review of all the stoves that I do have available. I've got propane stoves. I've got liquid fuel, dual fuel stoves. I've got canister stoves. I've got this stove here, which I just showed you, and all this other stuff, plus my, alcohol stove. Sorry. I just wanted to sneeze. Yeah, so we're going to be, I sent you a couple information things on a couple of the cauldrons I found, Scott. Hopefully you looked at those. One is from Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that, which I am kind of surprised. What, did I have that over here? Yeah, I do. It's from Home Depot. It's a 1.5 gallon pre-seasoned with moisture sealing lid cast iron kettle for $150. So there's that. I didn't realize I still had it up, but apparently I do. If you want something like that big, I've only got a little liter one that'll fit a good can of soup, such as I'm going to use Jenny's soup as an example. It'll fit one of these perfectly. Little chunky soups. This is what size my little cauldron will fit. So, any questions, any suggestions, any ideas? For those people who have not heard, I am going back to. I've had COVID all week, and I have not been back to work, and they're going to try to force me to sign a legal piece of paperwork, which is a lawyer says cannot be legally signed, which I am not going to sign. So we're going to find out after tomorrow whether they're going to try to force me to quit or try to fire me for some made up reason, for not for allowing them to steal from me, because I can't afford to have them take over 50% of my paycheck. Well, so that's one of the things that they legally did, is they took my full paycheck twice in a row. Okay, cool. Glad you got my voicemail. Got a couple others I've been keeping an eye out for you. I wasn't sure what size you needed because you never mentioned it. Would you want a personal one that you can carry with you for bushcraft, or do you want something a little bit more bigger for a little bit more robust long-term situations? I've got plenty of Dutch ovens. Those are common. The only thing I'm going to have to pick up in October would probably be a new tripod, since our tripod was in the trailer. So we're going to have to buy a new tripod set up for our Dutch ovens and stuff. Yes, it is. They were supposed to take me off of my Blue Cross Blue Shield about a month after I went on workman's comp. They did not. And now they're trying to take it all back, saying, oh, we covered you while you were off. Well, the thing is, legally, they can't make me sign anything. So I am not going to sign anything because I don't have to. If it's for training, I'll sign it. If it is for signing for a loan that I didn't have to take out, I'm not signing that because I'm not legally obligated to. And if they try to do anything else, like retaliate against me, then I will. My lawyer told me to call them immediately, and then they start proceedings with the court. Then I'll go down, and if they let me go, I'll go down, file for unemployment, and all this other fun stuff, which they have to pay for the court costs and the lawyer fees and all that stuff. And all I have to do is, do my job and give them all the information that I have, which I kept everything. So on that note, that's all I've got. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me right now, because I'm going to be getting off here soon. I wasn't planning on staying longer, but more people came in, which I'm grateful for. But please don't forget to hit the like and share buttons. I really appreciate that. It's been a while that I've been on. The Scotch has some good news, which is nice. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. So please, I'm going to stay for like 2 more minutes because I'm not sure about the lag to the YouTube side, and ask questions. Be well, brother. Thank you for coming. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions about the stove, feel free to ask me, or you can ask SD Mountain Man because he's the one that did the thing. I will be adding his link to that video in this down below once I get done with all this. Thank you, Took. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping that everything goes well and they just let it go, because I really like my job. That's the big thing. I really do. It's just corporate is a little bit of a mess right now. But I am going to let you guys go. Thank you all for coming. Hopefully you guys take care, be well, and all the other fun stuff. Scott, if you need to talk to me, just give me a call. I'm out of here in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.